Welcome everyone. Today, we're diving into why fast English speech feels like trying to catch a cheetah on roller skates. Why does it sound like a runaway train to so many learners?
Oh, absolutely. Fast English isn't just about speed, it's a whole circus act of words blending, vanishing, and pirouetting around each other. It's not just quick, it's sneaky. Words melt together like a cheese fondue at a linguistics party.
Exactly. Sometimes it feels like you're not listening to words, but to a smoothie of syllables. What's actually happening under the hood here?
Linguists call it connected speech. Imagine each word as a dancer, but instead of solo acts, they're all doing a conga line arms linked, steps overlapping, and the occasional elbow to the ribs. The result? A glorious, messy blur.
Let's blend deeper. Why do native speakers seem addicted to this word smoothie technique?
Well, it's efficiency, laziness, and a dash of social bonding. We drop sounds, elision, swap them, assimilation, and link them like a word-based Lego set. What are you doing becomes what you're doing? Fewer syllables, more time for coffee.
So it's not just sloppiness, it's efficient evolution. But for learners, it's like chasing a magician's hands. Any classic examples that trip people up?
Oh, tons. Going to mutates into gonna, want to becomes wanna, and did you is suddenly did ya. It's like a linguistic witness protection program words show up with new identities.
And just when you think you've cracked the code, you bump into accents. Why does English have more accents than a Marvel movie has superheroes?
Because English is a global traveller. It's picked up souvenirs vowel shifts in London, twangs in Texas, and slang in Sydney. Each accent adds a new filter. Listening to Scottish English after American is like switching from pop to death metal without warning.
That's a wild soundscape. So, even if you understand textbook English, you can still feel lost in a British pub or an Aussie barbecue.
Absolutely. It's like learning to play the piano, then being handed a bagpipe and told, good luck. But exposure and patience tune your ear to these dialectical symphonies over time.
Let's stir in another headache ingredient: idioms and slang. Why do native speakers insist on using phrases that sound like secret handshakes?
Native speakers love their verbal Easter eggs. Spill the beans has nothing to do with legumes and everything to do with secrets. It's like a daily game of, guess what I'm really saying fun for locals, a puzzle for learners.
It's a linguistic obstacle course. I once knew a student who thought kick the bucket meant a soccer accident. How do you survive this idiom jungle?
Start a phrasebook of idioms, look up meanings, and sprinkle them into your own sentences. Treat it like collecting Pokemon Gotta Catch 'em All, and eventually you'll start speaking in code too.
Now, rhythm and intonation. What makes English sound like it's always either asking a question or telling a joke?
English is a stress-timed language. It's got more bounce than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Some syllables get jazz hands, others just shuffle along. The melody tells you if it's a question, a statement, or a dramatic soap opera moment.
So, if you miss the rhythm, you miss the meaning. Any tips for catching this musical beat?
Absolutely! Try clapping or tapping along to recordings. Picture yourself as a backup dancer, not just an audience member. You'll internalize the groove and maybe get a free workout.
Beyond sounds and words, there's the ghost layer: cultural context. Why can understanding every word still leave you clueless?
Because language is marinated in culture. References to sitcoms, sports, or history are like inside jokes at a family reunion. If you don't know the backstory, you're left holding the punchline with no punch.
That's like arriving at a party halfway through and pretending you're in on the gossip. How do learners break into this cultural club?
Consume Culture Watch shows, read news, follow memes. Even if you don't get it all, you'll start seeing patterns. Soon you'll laugh at the right moments, or at least fake it convincingly.
Let's talk practical. How do you go from just hearing English to actually understanding it?
Active listening. It's like going from being a statue in a museum to joining a flash mob. Don't just let words wash over you. Pause, replay, repeat. Start with slow, clear resources like BBC Learning English. Build your ear muscle before jumping into the verbal Olympics.
So it's okay to start small, like training wheels before a unicycle on a tightrope.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to use subtitles as crutches. Just remember, one day you'll want to ride without them. Practice with short clips, jot down phrases, and repeat like a parrot at karaoke night.
Now, 2 buzzwords, shadowing and chunking. Sounds like a fitness routine for linguists. What's the deal?
Shadowing is mimicking native speakers in real time, no, just parroting words, but stealing their rhythm and swagger. Chunking is breaking speech into bite-sized pieces, like eating a pizza slice by slice, instead of inhaling the whole pie.
That's digestible advice. So, shadowing tunes your pronunciation and chunking keeps you from choking on long sentences. Any favorite exercises?
Pick a minute of audio, shadow it till your tongue ties itself in knots, then break down fast sentences into chunks. Say them slowly, then build up speed. It's language CrossFit.
Can immersion really happen from your couch? Or is Netflix just an excuse for research?
Oh, couch immersion is real. Watch shows, movies, or YouTube with English subtitles, then without. Tools like the language learning with Netflix extension let you slow down dialogue and compare subtitles side by side. Suddenly, your binge becomes a boot camp.
And what about podcasts or live streams? Can those help?
Absolutely. Podcasts are like audio gymspik your difficulty, from news for beginners to native nonsense. Try pausing, summarizing, and replaying. And don't forget to lurk in live chats or Discord. Groups call it social listening, not eavesdropping.
Eventually, you've got to step onto the conversational dance floor. How do you survive those dynamic, unpredictable chats with native speakers?
Find a language partner or join a conversation group. Apps like Tandem or HelloTalk are great. Start with short chats, focus on one speaker if it's a group, and don't panic if you trip over your tongue. Remember, even Fred Astaire missed a step or two.
And if you get lost mid-sentence, is it okay to ask for a replay?
Absolutely. Politely ask, "Sorry, could you say that again?" Most people will appreciate your effort. Plus, every time you ask, you level up your real-world listening XP.
This all sounds doable, but how do you keep from burning out or feeling stuck on the dance floor of fast English?
Consistency is your dance partner. Practice a little every day, not just in marathon bursts. Keep a listening journal to track your steps and set micro goals like, "Today, I'll understand one new phrase." Celebrate every win, even if it's just catching a joke on The Office.
And when you hit a wall, what's the trick to staying motivated?
Mix it up. Try a new show, a different accent, or a dictation challenge. And every month, go back to something that once baffled you. Watch it again and marvel at how much you now understand. It's the ultimate before and after dance video.